Hello everyone. Let's check out our Saturday daily. Saturday's full random, so I'm not gonna go through the expansions we've got here, but there's a look at the whole kingdom. Okay. So Masquerade, good card. Allows us to trash, but also, cycles us through our deck a little bit and all that. Temple is kind of interesting when you start with the shelters because there's more. The high roll is much better. It could, with very low probability, it could be a chapel. Probably still not going for it. Village is a weak one. Shantytown and Procession. But Shantytown is usually weak because it's basically Necropolis. Usually. But with Library, it's not quite as bad because the lack of draw from Shantytown is made up by the draw given by Library anyway. Give out curses with Soothsayer. Practice is a village. Is there anything here we would want to play twice? Maybe Baron, Soothsayer. There's no plus buy. Oh, sorry, that's not true. Baron has plus buy. We don't start with any estates though. So this is a little awkward. I guess later in the game, maybe, if we have some shanty towns or village effect, if we have an estate, play a shanty town or two, play a baron, discard an estate, and then draw up with Library. And in fact, I don't know. Also, maybe we just do like Soothsayer, get a bunch of golds, remodel golds into farmland, or like gain farmland, remodel gold to province. Yeah, the only convenient extra gains. Well, so Soothsayer obviously gains golds pretty conveniently. But the only other convenient extra gains is tools. Again, Baron late in the game maybe is something we could think about. But, what am I opening with? Masquerade Berry? I probably want a Soothsayer just to add. To help me add payload to my deck. Tools can gain gold. Something you forget, it's, you can gain gold with that. It's just like it's not easy to gain. You want a few shanty towns to be able to play all these terminals. But to gain those shanty towns, you need to gain multiple shanty towns, or to gain like another library and so on. You need tools. Tools, like I don't know. I think I'm just going to open Mask Berry. Hold on. Maybe it's Mask Shantytown. I mean, Mask Shantytown probably. I do want the Shantytown. And this means that going into my next shuffle, Like if I go Mask Berry, then I don't see the mask until I've shuffled, right? But it will be the first card in the next shuffle. But then that shuffle is missing a Shantytown, and the only way I don't see the mask in that shuffle is if I bottom deck both Mask and Shantytown. So could do double Mask also, because I do have a village in Necropolis. There is a chance that I can I will have to keep in mind doing practice on Mask also. If I have Mask and 3 coin, that can also help us get around Terminal Collision. Okay, made up my mind. So here, maybe I just practice the Mask. Well, no. I'm gonna play Necropolis. But hold on, what should I do? They took a tools. Yeah, there's a lot of different things I could do here, because like I could just practice Mask, get 2 trashes in, or I could play Necropolis Mask, and if I see the other mask, I play that also normally, and then think about something else. Let's just do this. Could draw another card. Maybe if I pass copper, trash the Overgrown Estate. Then I'm hitting at most 4. There is a mask down there. This is kind of funny. I don't think I want tools yet. That's too many masks. Shantytown. Shantytown makes it real hard to hit 5. Although with the Necropolis and Mask, maybe I can actually trigger its ability. I'm down a copper. It's really unfortunate that they gave me a copper. Well, no, it's not. It doesn't matter. I'm exactly as thin. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm exactly as thin as I would have been. Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, I trashed a copper instead of one of the other junk cards. But that's a copper they gave me. Mask kind of switches the... You know what I mean. I don't know if this is right. Oh, are they doing some kind of weird rush? Took another tools. So this could be library. They took another tools. Why? I think library. You know, the villages that I have are kind of screaming at you for a draw to X engine. I think maybe I could have done this more intelligently and left them with the hovel in hand. I think... I think my last card is a copper. So I have 5 coin in my deck. That means maybe I buy a silver so that I can continue trashing coppers next turn. And hopefully hit 5, pick up a Soothsayer. Or do I pick up a Tools now? Tools to help me get more shanties, libraries. If I pick up a Tools now, I can pick up some of these. Next turn, get a silver. That will allow me next turn to trash a couple coppers. Baron. Okay. Play the Tools before buying things. I gotta remember that. I may as well have played the tool first there. There's no reason not to have played the tool first. So I think I can go, maybe I go Shanty Silver. Then next turn, I'll probably pick up a Soothsayer, and I can then pick up like libraries and shanties and stuff. So I have 5 money now. So I have to remember... I have 5 money. And I want to buy a Soothsayer. That means I shouldn't trash coppers. But I'm passing coppers, huh? Well, I didn't hit 5. Necro is Shanty here. It's just as good as Shantytown. I would have loved this tool to gain a library. I think I'll keep the Necro because it basically is my Shantytown. I can trash this now because there's no way I'm affording what you may call it anyway. Do I go Shanty Silver again? Okay, so now Estate and Masquerade. Now I want tools to gain library. Buy a Soothsayer. They do have, okay, they do have another mask. They're doing something wild. They are finally getting themselves thin. Man, they have so much pile control. Holy cow. What happened here? I need another village. Maybe my draw to X idea is horrible because I'm realizing like I'm greening one at a time, which is really bad with draw to X stuff. God, why don't I think of things before I do them? I'm worried that the piles are just going to start evaporating with what they've got going on. It blows my mind that they're able to do what they did, because like they have so much. It took them so long to get rid of their junk. I need another village. Should I take a procession? Maybe I take a library and bury it. Because I've got 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 villages, huh? Take a shantytown, bury it by library. Okay. Whatever they're doing finally fell apart. How much do I want to keep these masquerades? Do I want to give them a mask? Did they trash a curse already? No, but they have an estate from the Baron. Play an action card from your hand twice. If I had plus buy with Baron, then I could play all my treasures and practice a library and then continue my turn. Huh. I mean, it gets wasted. We effectively waste the fact that we're playing library twice, but that's huge. That makes the draw to X much more doable, you know? Am I passing a silver? Let's pass a silver. Maybe I think I take the Baron, even though I'm over. I'll take the Baron, overpaying for it. And so next turn I'll have plus buy. I'll play the Baron to gain an estate, because then the Baron will become big money stuff. I might not do the practice stuff right away. I might not do practice library right away. We'll see what my draw ends up being. But pretty soon I might want to be gaining farmland. Or, like, do something. Like, maybe green. I don't know. Barren. This is an iffy... I have another mask, so maybe... and this is being played twice. Funny. Well, there's the estate from Baron, which I actually do want. Their deck seems to be falling apart. They were doing something... Poorhouse. Interesting. They were doing something really weird anyway. So this is very convenient. Less so now. I hope I have a village down there. I might have to... Burying a village doesn't help. I don't think I have a village down there. I think that's like 3 libraries, a mask, and a soothsayer. Brutal. How? Oh my god. I'll take that. Yeah, I think that's 3 libraries, a mask, and a soothsayer. That's going to be a bad turn. But, you know, if you watch my channel, you know that's typical luck for me. Is there a chance that what if I put what if I tools a gold, put a gold on the bottom here, and then I play the library standard. Oh, but that's dangerous too, because then it triggers a shuffle with no libraries in it. Okay. Unless I gain a library here. What I'm thinking is gain a gold with tools, bury that gold. Next turn I play the library. My action phase will be over. I'll draw the gold along with other things. Hopefully not the library, but then I'll trigger shuffle with all these villages and a library in it. And I can do something like, I'll have at least 3 gold to practice something. I could practice like Soothsayer maybe. Their deck is really struggling, so the additional curses will hurt. They get card draw off Soothsayer though. That's a bit too bad. They still haven't trashed a curse. It's extremely likely that it's not right, but this is what I'm gonna do. So buy Shanty Library. Yeah, piles are they're low, but they're low, but not like. So I don't want to draw a lot of cards. I do not want to draw the last library there. So we'll just do that. Practice. Sooth. They played that quickly. Hopefully this doesn't empty piles. Okay. I'm gonna have to play Baron here to gain the estate. They're doing their berry addiction stuff. Come on. Ah. I mean, I asked for it, right? I'm playing a terrible game here. I think I'm gonna tools for a gold. And just start doing like farmland province stuff. Do I take a library? Do they even have enough money in their deck to hit province? It's lowering piles quite a bit. Pretty risky. Okay, let's go. Maybe a library. Their turn is over, so they can't play it. They could practice it. Like a second library in hand is in ways kind of useless. That's unfortunate. Berry library farmland. Or should I just buy a province? I don't know if we're getting through this shuffle again. Curse into a state? No. Okay, I hope I don't get masked here, because I'd like to go Shanty Soothsayer, the Shanty. The states are getting low. Wow. Please tell me you're not winning here. Huh. Wild. I don't know what the heck that was. Nice. Fantastic. That's the win, right? Double proc. Sure. 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 I'd even give you a curse. I can't gain anything funky here, right? Is there any way I can gain more points? Whatever. I think the AI kind of broke itself on this one. This was such a weird thing to do. It trashed like none of its curses. Yeah, it handed me one at some point, but it never trashed them. I think it had, with all these procs and tools, it had a way of draining the piles super quickly, but it never had a points lead. And it didn't really have payload. I'm surprised how many coppers it still has. My deck was also kind of struggling by the end. Maybe this is too many golds. Maybe I should have done... I don't know. The thing is, I mean, they're good fodder for farmland, right? But then you could also say to yourself, maybe you just, instead of buying farmland, trashing the Golden Province, maybe you just play the gold, don't buy farmland, buy province instead. But I don't know. This was weird. Draw to X is so... I try to make it work sometimes, And then like halfway through the game, I start to feel so awkward about it. I mean, everyone knows draw to X is like not the best way to play. Especially in a kingdom where like probably you look at it and think most of my points are going to come from provinces. Well, if you're gaining those provinces one at a time, even two at a time, your draw to X suffers a huge amount. Like every province you add to your deck means the draw to 7 is in some sense effectively it becomes a draw to every province reduces this number by 1 ish, kind of. I mean, the same thing is to be said for treasures, right? Unless I ever got that practice stuff going. It's just, if practice gave the plus buy, that would have been, if it gave plus buy back, it would have been huge. Whatever, I got it. Oh, right, this is the 1st of November. Yay. Good start to the month. Thanks for watching.